Hi, how's everyone doing today? Jamie McDonald here from EverLast Lighting, sitting down with Cody Hadley, one of our lead regional sales managers. Today, we're going to spend a few moments talking about one of our newest products. And before we get started, I just want to say, hey, how you doing over there, Cody?
I'm doing great, man. It's great to meet with you. I know we haven't been at the office in a while. I'm missing you. I'm missing my EverLast family, and I'm missing working so closely with my reps. Obviously working from home, we still keep in touch, but without that office feel, things just feel a little different. So I'm looking forward to going back.
For sure. I think it's coming pretty soon, hopefully for everyone in the country.
Yeah.
So let's just get in talking about this new product we want to talk about. It's a continuation of an existing series, but technically, I would really say that this is kind of a new series for us, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, absolutely. We've seen the 65C series with EverLast, the lineage of this series, from 65C to 65C 13, 65C 15B, and now the exciting release of our 65C 17B series. We've watched those efficiencies creep up, starting from 115 lumens per watt to 130, then to 150, and now we're excited to announce that 170 lumens per watt, and that's a really big deal. I mean, obviously, the stuff that just jumps out and bites you, like able to replace larger wattage stuff with lower wattage stuff. I mean, energy savings obviously not as big of a deal in these applications, but still, anything you can do to shorten the ROI, increase rebates, and put money back into your customer's pocket as quickly as possible is always a benefit. And we're able to do that better now than we ever have been.
Definitely.
So we're really excited about the increased efficiency. Obviously, lumen packages go up as a result of that. Anywhere from providing a 8,000 lumen fixture all the way up to 110,000 lumens. I mean, the sky is the limit, and there's truthfully not an interior, high temp, high bay application that we can't successfully light.
Right. That's definitely a great thing to see. I know historically it's always been, in order to make a light that's going to survive those conditions, generally you run them at a lower lumen per watt,
Yep.
just to save the internals, and here with our new design, we're able to run that at an insane 170 lumens per watt in a high temp environment. It's very cool.
Absolutely.
Now, I would think, as someone who's newer to the lighting world, I'm in the marketing department. I don't have the history with the products like you do in sales.
Sure.
But my brain tells me, that this is a very unique application, a very unique market that we're serving. And with this fixture putting out so many lumens per watt, I would think that this is going to be maybe cost prohibitive for some people. That's just not the case with this fixture, is it?
No, absolutely not. I think one of the reasons why you've seen high temp fixtures so expensive in the past is because truthfully, there just wasn't many players in this industry. And we were able to disrupt it. We came in doing something that wasn't entirely too different than what we had been doing for so many years, with a couple, design tweaks, of course. We were able to increase surface area, partnered with an amazing driver manufacturer that is able to get us into these high temp applications and combat those high ambient temperatures. We just refuse to be another bully in the high temp industry. And because of that, we're able to provide a spec grade product at a very ridiculously competitive price. It's really a win-win across the board.
Yeah, there's definitely no one out there doing what we're doing for sure. And again, like you alluded to, this new design allows us to maintain those insanely high lumen output ratings, and we're doing this at a cost that is just far below what we're seeing traditionally across the market. Now, these things are both great, but low cost, most people probably, are worried about, quality and things like that. But we back that up with a warranty that is pretty much like no one else out there.
We do. Our warranty traditionally is just like all the rest of them. We offer that 5-year warranty for these harsh applications because, truthfully, in these harsh applications, you expect you usually expect a higher failure rate, right? Like this just isn't the general run-of-the-mill warehouse. These are 150-degree spaces. It could be directly over a steel mill or molten melted steel. I mean, it's ridiculous in there. But we also offer that 10-year warranty as well at a very, very reasonable cost to the customer. And I think that additional 5 years of security really goes a long way. And you pair that with the fact that in these spaces, we have a far less than 1% failure rate. truthfully, that warranty is not even needed. But, you know, that peace of mind goes a really long way. And that's why we give that option. And to my knowledge, we're the only high temp manufacturer that offers that 10-year warranty.
That is pretty incredible, you know, and it's good that you mentioned the failure rate, or I should say, like the lack thereof, our
Right.
failure rate. I know I've had the opportunity to visit a couple of installations that we've done at steel facilities. One right in actually our hometown of Jackson, Michigan. You know, we've got a steel producer there,
Yeah.
and going in there and looking at competitors' lights. You know, I see those lights seem to take on a strange hue. I've seen everything from strange pinks to just absurdly odd yellows, you know, these other manufacturers' lights, and then you can easily see where our lights are in the facility. They're still shining at the true Kelvin temperature that they should be and running, you know, flawlessly. So again, it speaks volumes to not just our build quality, but also our failure rate is astoundingly low. I think you had said 1% or less at a lot
Less
of these
than
steel
one.
facilities. So
Yeah, and we're in some of the biggest steel facilities in the nation, whether it be Gerdau, U.S. Steel, ATI, AK Steel. I mean, the list really goes on and on. So we're not a fly-by-night high temp, you know, manufacturer. We've been doing this for several years. We've got tens of thousands of units in the field, and to tout that less than 1% failure rate, I think speaks volumes to our product.
definitely does. You know, I think another thing that helps get our foot in the door, and again, you know, I hear you talking on the phone. Well, when we were in the office regularly, hear you on the phone quite regularly, working out the details of customizing what we're doing for the customers. And I think this lends itself to the unique nature of our product offering. Do you want to spend a minute talking about some of the things that we can do that aren't really standard from other companies?
Yeah, well, first off, one of the things I love most about our fixture is how relatable it is to the general high bay. You know, you see a lot of the large players in this field, and their fixture looks nothing like a traditional high bay. And I think to some extent, it kind of confuses the customer. They don't understand what they're looking at. They're learning a whole new product, and there may be some hesitation in making that step forward. Where with our fixture, it looks very traditional to the same metal halide fixtures that they used, you know, years ago. So there's just some familiarity going with a product like this because it looks so recognizable. Beyond that, this fixture is 100% tunable. And what I mean by that is we offer right now a standard 220 watt high temp LED module. And with that module, I can tune it down to as far as 30 watts, or we can use it in a multi-module configuration, you know, 3 modules and one 30-inch reflector to achieve that greater than 100,000 lumens. When it comes to crossing, you know, with our reps, crossing's never been easier with this product. It's, you know, not, well, here's, you know, 4,000 extra lumens, let's try to sell that, or maybe we're 2,000 lumens less, let's try to sell that. No, I just tune this module to exactly what you need it to be. So again, it fits literally every single application. And there's benefits to that tunability, not only from the crossing standpoint, but from a stocking standpoint. Selfishly, as a manufacturer, stocking, keeping material in stock has never been more important. Obviously, through these COVID situation, it's material has been kind of hard to come by. And being able to streamline this series to just one set of material makes that easy for us. So when your customers need material or fixtures and they need it now, we're able to react appropriately and fill that need in a timely fashion. Beyond that, this fixture is able to operate on DC voltage. So all those crane applications out there, or any DC voltage application for that matter, this fixture works just fine from 127 to 431 volts DC. So, you know, there's a lot of uniqueness to this fixture. Another unique quality about our fixture is the fact that it doesn't throttle its lumen output. You know, a lot of the big competitors in this space, the manufacturers that have bullied their way for so long, they produce a fixture that produces X amount of lumens, but when it combats those high temperatures, it actually throttles back sometimes up to 30% to handle those high ambient temperatures. Not with EverLast. With EverLast, you get every lumen you buy, and that's the way it should be. I can't think of a single instance, lighting or not, where you have a certain high expectation, but you're willing to settle for less. I fully believe you should get what you pay for, and with an EverLast high temperature LED high bay, that's exactly what you get.
That's an incredibly good point to bring up. I know that I had overheard a phone call in the office. This was probably almost a year ago. And the conversation was between someone in sales and a potential customer in the steel industry talking about how their existing fixtures, they didn't understand why they weren't maintaining the same level of brightness. They would see fluctuations throughout their shift. And I know that they were further educated on that by our sales staff, that what they were experiencing was the lumen throttling by that competitor's product. And then once our lights were subbed in on a test basis, they saw that there was no depreciation. And then they continued on with replacing everything in their facility with our lights. It's definitely one of our success stories. I love, being able to talk about that, especially here to our audience today. And I'm so glad that you brought that up.
Yeah, there's a lot of competitive advantages with this fixture. I mean, just efficiency and price right out of the gate. Like I said, you're getting a spec grade product at a price that should be unbeatable. And the fact that you compare it with a security blanket or a warranty, so to speak, for 10 years, talk about a set it and forget it product, right? I mean, maintenance-free product in this type of application for 10 years, it's a no-brainer to me. Maybe I'm a little biased.
It really is. And you have every reason to be biased too. I mean, we are making probably what is the best lighting product for those environments in America today. Absolutely. And it was great to sit down with you this morning, Cody, and talk about the exciting new 65C17B with everyone. We hope everyone that watches this goes away with a little bit more information about how they can trust the product that we're manufacturing for them for those extreme environments.
It's always a pleasure to speak with you, Jamie, and of course to just get in front of my reps. Of course, if anyone has any questions, myself or any other of the regional sales managers in our office, whether it be Brian Schultz or Justin Cook, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We enjoy hearing from you, and we're happy to inform you.
Great. Have a great day, Cody. I'll talk to you later.
You too, Jamie. Thank you.